Hi, I'm Anna, and in this session we're going to be combining our connection breath with the pelvic floor activation and core activation. So if you've not done the previous two videos, I'd suggest you go back and do those so that this one makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so for this one we're actually going to be lying on our back. This just makes the whole thing a little bit easier to connect with. So knees up, feet on the floor, and I want you to fully relax the belly. Don't hold any tension in. We'll try and suck in, just release the belly. Nice. So what we're going to do here is using our connection breath, and we're going to activate the core. So think about how you might activate the core, how you've been taught to do it. Have you been taught to do it? When someone says that in a yoga class or a fitness class, what is it that you do? For many people, we suck in on the in-breath and we hold as hard as we can in, and and it's so straining and hard to do. You can't really talk while you're doing that. That's not what we're after. This is on the exhale, like we've been doing. So we inhale like that full diaphragmatic breath. On the exhale, so we exhale, then we want to wrap all these muscles around. So not just the front of the core, but also the obliques, transverse abdominis, us pulling around and in and release. So we'll go through that again. So watch what happens with mine. I'll inhale to prepare. Exhale. And release. So hopefully you saw that when I activated, the stomach did wrap and pull in. So the belly button does move towards the spine, and then the lower back did naturally flatten onto the floor, but I didn't push my lower back into the floor to make it happen. Okay, so that just happened as a result of the wrapping of the core muscles. Okay, so we're going to try that again. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button in, wrapping around. It can help to touch the abdomen. And you should be able to hold here and still talk. Okay. We still can breathe, obviously, as well, but we wouldn't redo the diaphragmatic breath. We would just now breathe a little bit more shallow into the chest and release if you haven't already. Nice, let's try that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Release, inhale. Exhale. Wrap it round. Belly button to spine. And release. Exhale. Nice. So if you still didn't feel like you knew what was going on, don't worry, it'll come with time and practice, like everything. But another tool can be to try a different position. So you could try seated cross-legged doing it. You can try all fours, which I personally find really good. So you'll be here, same thing, inhale. Exhale. Wrap the core, belly button moves up to the spine. Should feel everything turned on. Nice. And release. Lovely. So you can try that a few more times in different positions. See if you can get the feel of it. And then we're going to combine it with the pelvic floor lift. So pick a position that you found you were able to connect with. And now we'll add in the pelvic floor lift with the core wrapping. So relax, shoulders, jaw. Okay. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift the pelvic floor. Wrap the core. Hold. Inhale, release. Exhale. Full breath in between. Okay, let's go for another one. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Lift and squeeze. Check the glutes aren't squeezing instead. Wrap the core. Wrap. Belly button moves back. Everything turns on. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Nice job. So you can practice that a few more times with the pelvic floor and the core. It's a lot to think about. So I actually do always recommend doing these earlier in the day when you're not quite as fatigued and tired and the pelvic floor hasn't actually been working all day to, hold everything in against gravity. So little tip there, try these earlier in the day. And after that, so we'll just do one other little thing to finish up. Sometimes it can be really hard to tell if you're doing these properly, or it just doesn't feel like you know what's going on. So you can do a little check. So you can pull your pants down a little. Don't worry, I'm taking them off. Just so you can see the belly. So leave the belly soft, no activating at all. Okay, and bring the chin to the chest like a little crunch. Okay, you'll see that there's this pressing up or quite a lot of tissue pushing up at the front. Okay, so you get this little bit of a bulging here. Place the head down. For some of you, if you do have any separation, then you'll see this here too, with literally the organs are pushing up against the gap with the connective tissue, and you're seeing a bulge there. Okay, but even if you don't have any separation, like I don't anymore, you will still see that a lot of the pressure of this, contraction just by crunching up is coming to the front. It is pushing up at the front only without really using the rest of my abdominal core muscles. So now we're going to do the same thing, but first do our activation. So inhale, exhale, wrap your core. Now lift the head. Okay, so if you're doing it right, it should look quite different now. The tension is distributed across the core. So I don't have as much of a bulge just at the front here. Okay, and come down. So that's a nice little self-test to do, just to see if you are engaging properly. If you're coming up and down off the floor as well, just rolling off to the side. There's no point putting extra pressure by crunching up or hauling yourself up whilst you're recovering. It's just don't need to. Lovely. So have a go with combining all of those. And also if you are experiencing any, if you are getting that bulging or doming and you haven't been to see your physio, or you are getting any leakage of urine at all and you haven't been to the physio, then I would absolutely go and see the physio first, okay, before trying any of this stuff. It's really important that you get some professional advice. Those symptoms aren't normal. So they're very common, but they're not normal and they can be fixed, okay? Or you can really there's work you can do like this stuff to get back to where you were, to fix your body. So, or I prefer to say heal, to heal your body. Yeah, fix sounds, I don't know, I don't like it. to heal. So please go see your physio if you are experiencing those symptoms. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and let me know how you went in the comments. And thank you so much. See you soon.